Yes, I do. Oh.
Hello and welcome to That's PTX To Me, a podcast where us Pentaholics discuss the latest and greatest from our favorite acapella superstars, Pentatonix, and celebrate the amazing Pentaholic community. This is our 55th episode, recorded on Thursday, April 7th, 2022. My name is Hassan, and I'm joined, finally, after a long time, we're back at it, by Karen.
Hi. I cannot believe this is our first podcast of the year. I've missed you guys. Yeah. I know.
And the person who just gasped and couldn't believe that we haven't talked at all this year is Catie.
What? How? How? Is this the first time we podcasted since we've been in LA together, Karen?
Yes, it is.
That's gross.
I know.
And also the fact that it's April and in 2022 and 55 episodes in. And hi, Kanana's here.
Kanana.
Special guest Kanana.
Never mind. I'm not going to say anymore. Okay. But yeah, hi. It's great to see everyone's faces.
I know.
Has been a while, and everyone else is seeing our faces too. We're on YouTube.
That's weird.
New updates here. Super crazy. So I guess before we get into all that, just the usual reminders. You can find our podcast on Apple Podcasts and Google Podcasts and Spotify and Podbean and Audible and
where podcasts
Amazon Music,
be played.
All that good stuff.
Give us a rating.
Yes, give us a review. Tell us what you want.
Leave us a question.
Yeah,
we like to read them.
Absolutely. And speaking of questions, actually, I think we should also give a shout out to everybody in the chat because people can actually post questions and things while we're here.
So I'm going to let y'all work on that because I'm scared to touch my computer because it might combust.
Sounds good. So shout outs to Neon Senrax, Travis Clark, Jackson Hall, Joel, Kiros. I'm totally butchering that. Quiroz.
Kiros.
Elia K.
I know that person. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know Joel well. I've never tried to pronounce his last name until right now, live, of course.
Well, Joel,
yeah,
you're gonna have to give us some information in the ratings and the comments.
Exactly.
My assistant is on it right now.
Oh my gosh.
Elia K1, Linda Shankar, Galaxy. Oh, that's Lisa. Okay, cool. Lisa. Yeah. What's up, Lisa?
Who is?
Kiros. That's how you pronounce it.
Kiro. Okay.
Oh,
okay.
Lisa, my queen. I'm so glad you found your reading.
So, so we're on YouTube now. I guess I figured we should talk a little bit about the change and the updates and that sort of thing. I think multiple reasons why we haven't podcasted in a while, but I think part of it is just we're all super busy.
Well, here's the thing. We're changing. We started this pre-pandemic, 2019. Hassan was not even a parent yet. Karen has just continued to take on crazy, awesome responsibilities. I don't know what I'm doing, but things are just insane. And so we're just trying to make sure the podcast is modifying and adjusting with us as we are changing because we feel like we still want to do this and have these conversations. But we want to make sure that it kind of fits our lifestyles. And I feel like Hassan so graciously allowed us
to use his thriving channel.
Awesome. Wait,
it hasn't been thriving in a while. I'll say that.
I've been waiting to say this since we came up with this idea. Karen, where are you right now? Where are you?
The world of I know.
Here we are.
Finally, we made it.
So funny story. I customized this Xbox like controller because you can like on their website you can like make your own with your own colors and stuff. So I designed one with my website and it says the world of Ha. So I would show it to Idris and I'd be like, "Oh, Idris, say the world of Ha," and he'd say Ha. So a few days went by and today he picks up the controller and he points at it and goes Ha Ha. I'm like, this kid like
Brilliant show-stopping genius. Yeah, I know.
We should have him just say Ha.
Yes. I love it. I love that.
So yeah, we're here. We're on YouTube. We're live. So what that means is, for one, the slight downside is we're not going to be able to like play copyrighted music and stuff, as you know, in the background here was when we do things, because that's YouTube. But the positive is you all get to chat and interact with us, and no editing.
Right. Also, yes. Interact.
Yeah. No editing, and you get this out like timely. So
right.
Yeah.
Stuff is like current events and not.
And we've been very transparent about the fact that like it's the editing and the listen through.
We're not fans of that part. We like to talk. We don't like to do that.
And I mean, honestly, I feel like we'll miss some of the transition music and some of the like fun edits, but like
we can still sing it, Katie.
We'll
still sing it.
We our own voices of those anyway.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Speaking of music and transition,
is it time already?
What you think?
We can do that. Or the other thing I had was, do we want to like tell people
like, Katie, have you even like looked at the document that I sent?
No.
I didn't say that. No.
Or we can
or we could follow the written agenda that Hassan was so nice to bring up. Yeah.
Well, I was just thinking, like, it's been like we haven't talked to people in a year. Like, we're not in a year, but this entire year so far. Do we want to like? I don't know. Is there any updates that we want to like tell people like what we've been up to or anything, or just
like or personally with the band, or
I think with us first, and we'll talk about them.
We'll talk about the band later in our
Yeah.
All right, spill. Thank you.
Wow.
Give me the highlights.
The highlights. Well,
I got to hug Karen. That was a highlight.
My child is in 1900 activities right now, so we're doing this on a Thursday because it's literally the only night that I don't have a thing.
But also, like, she has like a star softball athlete.
She is a softball athlete. She's an archer. She is a singer in the choir and a dancer in the choir. She is a scout. She is active at church, and I am tired. So that's where we are right now.
But also proud.
I'm very, very proud. Yeah. But like, we had a double header on Tuesday and didn't get home till like almost 10 o'clock, and I am not a fan. So we're just gonna hang in and hopefully survive until summer. So yeah, I'm a busy mama right now. Speaking of busy parents, Hassan.
Idris is now over 16 months old. He's running around, needs constant attention, and so that's just been keeping us busy. And then just been consumed by work as well. Things have just been super busy at the beginning part of the year.
Like a promotion or something.
It's been a lot. It's been a lot. But otherwise, beyond that, I think things have been pretty good. Just trekking along best I can.
Yeah.
What about you,
It feels
Katie?
like 5 minutes ago that I saw Katie, but that was January, and I can't believe it's already April. So yeah, what have you been doing, sis?
Basically lots of weddings. I think I could give the 27 dresses person a run for their money. And I love it because I love celebrating people. And taking care of me, which has been good. I feel like that's been kind of like a priority for me this year. It's like me being really cool with being me. And loving on my babies as they've been dealing with some kind of crazy, scary, sad things that they have going on. And exclusive on the live pod, Kenna knows this, but I've been applying to other school districts and because why not? Why not?
Why not? Are we gonna have a change up? Oh wow, that's exciting.
Time will tell. Stay tuned.
That's scary too, but I'm proud of you.
Oh my god, it's really scary.
I'm proud of you.
Really scary. It's really scary. I have lived in this town since I left for college.
Yeah.
Where I went to college, 2000.
Yeah.
So it's been wonderful. It's seen me through a lot of growth, a lot of struggles, but who's to say there's not somewhere else out there that can be my next?
That's
New
it.
chapter.
New chapter
in the story.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that my school district couldn't use a good teacher, but if you want to come to Tornado Alley, come see me.
Yeehaw. I'll be
Yeah.
I'm literally like researching and looking and like I'm applying for jobs that I never thought
real cheap housing out here. Come on. Real cheap housing.
That's true. There you go.
That's true.
I felt really like fancy because I applied for a literacy instructional coach for 3rd through 5th grade in Connecticut, and I was like, there's no way I'm like adult enough, or like only big kids can apply for that. And I looked at the qualifications and I was like,
big kids.
Your resume experience. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, Kenna's been one of my mini resume editors.
Kate says, so exciting. I'm so happy for you, Katie.
Thank you, sweet Kate.
Oh, yay.
Thank you, sweet Kate. I love you. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm going to be sitting on this couch in Greenville next year. So
very cool.
And what about you, Kenna?
Yeah, Kenna.
Kenna.
Well, speaking of moving or trying to move, I am currently saving up money to potentially move to Raleigh, North Carolina.
Ooh.
But rent is very expensive. So I'm just keeping an eye on places, weighing all my options. But I have concert tickets in the state of North Carolina for July 3rd and July 23rd. So ideally, I will be in North Carolina by then. And if not, I will be flying to North Carolina.
Okay.
We'll get
That's
it out
fun.
here before then.
Wow.
Who knows? Like you might be like moving into the Carolinas, and I might be. Lisa, I have actually applied to a couple of Northern California districts. So in touch, so we'll see. Like I don't know. We'll see. But Kenna, I'm so proud. Like
I mean, Idris could always use a teacher when he gets
absolutely.
Honestly though,
I mean,
your posts about y'all's district this week made me so thrilled and
that's
happy.
Awesome. It is
like
awesome.
that's incredible. That makes me really happy.
Yeah.
Like that's called like listening to the people who they serve and doing like what's like appropriate and fair and like necessary. You know what I mean? That was really cool.
Yeah. For sure.
Oh, Kate asked me who I'm going to see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's like, she's got a list.
So, well, all my concerts coming up. April 19th, I'm seeing Olivia Rodrigo.
Okay.
Good for you.
And then July 3rd, I'm seeing 5 Seconds of Summer. And then July 23rd, I'm seeing Shawn Mendes.
Okay.
Nice.
Concert queen back in action.
Yeah, it's about that time.
Nice. Well, I think that's all the background and updates. So now is it time?
Now I guess it's time for Song of the Week.
Song of the week.
Song of the week. Song of the week.
Oh, I need transition music. I'm sad.
You didn't like my song of the week transition?
I mean, we can work on it. I love you.
Play with my hair ever again.
So yeah, for those of you who don't know, this is the time where we get to share the songs that are at the top of our playlist this week. And I guess we can call it like song of the quarter since we haven't really been together for a while. So mine's kind of recent. I'll go ahead and do mine first because it's in my head even now. And it's not particularly new, but it's definitely been all over everywhere this week because won a bunch of Grammys last weekend. So it's called Leave the Door Open by Silk Sonic, which is Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak.
Yes.
And it's absolutely been ingrained in my brain. If you haven't heard it, where have you been? It's absolutely everywhere, but it's kind of jazzy, funky. It's kind of smarmy. It has this very kind of, I don't know, it just feels like he's kind of leering at you a little bit, but it like gets under your skin and I'm just kind of giggly about it. And I've absolutely been listening to it a lot. And I think the thing that really appeals to me is it's actually really excellent chord progression and it's just really different. It doesn't sound like it's familiar, but it doesn't sound like anything else that's out there. And the fact that it won so many Grammys was inspiring to me because I feel like popular music today is kind of push button in a lot of ways. Like it's got a lot of auto-tune, it's got a lot of heavy production, and this sounds very much like, you know, five dudes just playing live instruments and has that kind of jazz club feel to it. And I've kind of missed music like that, and I appreciate that it's getting recognized as being good music over things that are maybe a little bit more commercial. So that's my pick for the week. So anyway, girls, would you like to share with the class what y'all are whispering about right now? I'm curious.
I was making sure that I had Silk Sonic correct, and I didn't know I didn't know that he was part of that. Bruno Mars was part of the duo Silk Sonic, so I was being educated that it was not Bruno Mars and Silk Sonic.
And right.
It was just Silk Sonic because I was helping you put your link in the show notes.
Oh, cute. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I didn't really realize that until after the fact either. I didn't know that it was not a separate thing, but
learn something new every day. I think that's really cool. We love collaboration.
If you didn't get to watch the Grammys, it was actually really funny. Like every time they won, they won 4 Grammys, they just kind of looked at each other and then they would stand up and just kind of dance their way to the stage to the music.
I love it.
I was living. It made me so happy.
They were just grooving.
Nice.
Absolutely. And Anderson had this amazing, like his hair was like this sleek bowl and he just kept flipping it. And I was living for it. It was really cool.
I love it.
Yeah. All right, Catie, tell us about your song.
Okay.
And you have one. I know you do.
Okay.
Okay.
Everyone stay with me. It's gonna be sad for a minute, but it'll get better. Okay. If you don't know, I think some people do, but our school a week ago today had a school shooting where one of my past students actually was shot, and it's something that our community is dealing with and directly affecting, and y'all know how much I care and want to be there for my babies. And the fact that I was not with my previous students who are now in 7th grade, who actually saw the experience and all that stuff, like we're working through it. But in one of the ways that we are working through it is before all of the students came back to the school this week, the teachers and faculty and staff and just like the parents had like a a major like prayer vigil at the school where we kind of took some time to have a conversation, have some like songs of just kind of like have a little bit of peace in a kind of really, really scary place at the time. And I thought I was going to be cool. I thought I was going to be no problem at all. It starts up, and the first song that is played is Amazing Grace, My Chains Are Gone. Like the entire the same rendition that like Pentatonix does. And I
lost it a little bit.
Especially because, you know, I think I'm known in my school and by a lot of people, and I mean, y'all know this, but like, I very much incorporate Pentatonix into my classroom. Like, you know, I have usually some of their music playing, like the majority of the day. You know, they've written sweet messages, like Kirstin bracelets, like all the things. So like, it kind of felt full circle, and it kind of still just felt like that was just the way of saying like that connection is still there, that, you know, it's all still part of it, and it's still like kind of a long lasting connection that we'll always have no matter what. So it was it was a moment, and I'm kind of taking those moments as they come and kind of, you know, appreciating how we're all kind of leaning on each other in all of this. So
very good. I think I speak for all of us when we say that, you know, our hearts and our thoughts are with you and your kids during this, because it's something that you absolutely can't and shouldn't need to prepare for. So but we love you, and we love all of them. And
well, we love y'all, and yeah, just think about my babies.
Absolutely.
And then also just a plug, if you're feeling some type of way or need someone to talk to, speak up.
Speak up and reach out. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I say a fun song? Go.
Okay.
Say a song.
So my song, which I'll put in the document after because
such a professional.
It's called "Take My Hand" by 5 Seconds of Summer. It came out last week.
She made a really divisive statement about this song earlier today, and I'm curious to see
if I'll say it live on air. I think it's their best song.
Really?
Yes. Just like lyrically, it's a lot more complex, and just it's a great song. It was written solely by Luke, who is the lead singer of the band, and then it was produced by Michael, who's the guitarist. So just the two of them worked on it, which is kind of the vibe for their upcoming fifth album. Because all their past albums, they've like collaborated with a lot of different people, because they started when they were super young.
Right.
So it was very much like they're in the room with a lot of writers, and then for this upcoming album, they really wanted it to just be the four of them working on it. So Michael learned how to produce, and then Luke and Ashton, they both did their own solo projects over the pandemic. And I think that really helped them with like one, addressing like things that they hadn't really had the time to address before, because they had been touring nonstop since they were teenagers, because they've been a band for 10 years. And then also just growing as lyricists and songwriters. So the song is essentially about Luke. Like, one of the lyrics is "shut my eyes right at 17," and then later in the song he says "open eyes right at 23." And he was 17 in 2013 when Five Sauce went on tour with One Direction, and they kind of were thrust into fame because they were opening act. and he was only 17 years old. So like, yeah, it was a wild ride for him.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And then he was 23 when the pandemic happened, and for the first time in however many years,
could slow down, and
he had the time to like address everything he's been dealing with, and how like growing up in the spotlight shaped him as a person, and how he didn't really like the person who he was.
Ooh.
And his solo project is called When Facing the Things We Turn Away From, and essentially the entire album is thematically about him seeking professional help for his mental health, and just dealing with all the stuff that he had been neglecting, because he was living like his life was a blur, because he just grew up so fast. So then like all of that he's then bringing into Five Sauce's music, which really like elevates it from where they started as a group. So
well, I mean, not to bring Pentatonix into the mix, but just because we are a Pentatonix podcast, I honestly think you could say the same thing for PTX.
I was thinking it while she was saying that.
Yeah, like literally it was the first time they had taken a break. I think Kirstin like hit on that a lot, where she was like, this is the longest I've been home since ever kind of thing. And I felt, like they had that moment of dealing with those things as well. But then also, we've talked at length about how all of their solo projects just strengthen the like group like complexity and
yeah, absolutely. Like a lot, like bands allowing their members to do their own thing is the best way to help the band, because they explore things they never would have been able to if they were just like go only the band, and then that brings a new like freshness to the group as a whole.
I also think it brings like confidence too, to be like
yeah, you really get to see the growth then over time, which is cool.
Great. Awesome. Thank you for giving us that on the spot. We appreciate you.
Honestly, I didn't even have to tell her. Like, I was like, hey, we're going to do the podcast. I'm going to surprise. And she was like, hold on, let me find a tweet of the week. Song of the week.
All right.
I needed to find the tweet.
All right, Hassan, you're up.
So, as usual with my picks for the last few episodes, it all originated from TikTok.
Okay.
So this song is by if I can pull it up again. There it is. Salem Elise featuring Tomorrow by Together and Alan Walker. And the song is called PS5. And it's a real catchy song. It's got a good like hook to it. And I mean the lyrics are kind of all about like I'll read a little bit here of like it's me or the PS5. Tell me how you want to spend your night. 3's feeling way too tight. So if it's not me, then I'm probably gonna run it over. So it's like you got to decide, like me or your games, So I can't relate to that personally, because with my wife, we both just want to play the games together, You're
very lucky. You're very lucky to have that. That is not most people.
Yeah, I think she's playing my Nintendo Switch right now, actually.
Nice.
But yeah. So but then there's some other verses that come in, and what I really liked about this, the way that it's done, it's super catchy, but it's open to really adding some good twist to it. So on TikTok, people will duet it and come up with their own verses and their own pieces to it, and there's some real good ones. And it's just real fun to see that kind of evolve. But the song itself, it's got a good beat to it, good hook, it's catchy. So yeah, thought it was a fun one.
I love that. I love TXT. I think I've used them as a song of the week before in the past because they're awesome. So yay. Well, very good. I feel like once again we have brought some very diverse tunes to the song of the week. They're all very, very different, and I love that about us. Very much.
Also, another area where we have some diversity and sharing of information and jokes and fun is the world of Twitter. The world of Twitter. So let's talk about our tweet of the week. I just realized how awkward it was to try to do that transition with no editing. So that's
this is all the stuff that people would hear like after as the bloopers, but now it just is the
it's
podcast.
just what it is.
Now it's just what you get. It's just what you get.
Wonderful.
Guys, my tweet of the week cannot be anything except
this is the tweet of the year. Let's be honest.
Tweet of the century.
Yeah.
Like Kirstin, Taylor, Maldonado tweeting a simple video with the phrase or with the 2 words, not even words, Kirstin 2.0. Guys, friends, everyone listening, Kirstin and Ben are having a baby. Like what? Like
Penta
what?
baby number 2 is on the way. I cannot believe it.
Like holy wow. Like holy wow. Like I have so much to say. Like this is just going to lead us straight into like what's going on with them. Like, where are you now? Okay, we're here. Kirstin's pregnant. Everyone can look and see. It's items 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on our agenda. If you don't believe me, you can look at it. And see.
It's true.
Y'all. First of all, the precious video used one for her. Like for their, like her and Ben's, like amount, like of all the videos of like telling them and like figuring out that it's a girl, like, you know, like all of that, like it was so precious. But then coming to the realization of like, oh my God, when we saw her in Ohio.
Yeah, we had some like FBI Pentaholics in there zooming in on the sonogram picture, trying to find the date, trying to do math and like, when is this baby coming out? Like it was intense for like a couple hours after that thing came out. I won't lie.
Yeah. So it was y'all. And then the picture of like the like Olaf, Pascal, and Flu. Like,
oh my
like
gosh, that broke my heart.
And then like Ben's little like note to them being like, I'm gonna read this to you guys, so like because you can't read, and like all the like honestly, the facts that it was pregnancy that made Kirstin's TikTok just thrive and become alive, like incredible. And like I feel like it's kind of showing why she and Scott were such great friends in high school, because like they have the same sense of like the Mean Girls one with the sweatpants and like the
sweatpants are the only thing that fits
like me. You know, it's fun, and the fact that like the band is having so much fun celebrating with them and are so a part of this, and it's just so special, and I'm so excited for them, and they just seem so happy. She had like literally the cutest little pregnant little Kirstin. Angelica is going to be grandmother queen extraordinaire.
I know. Can we discuss the sneakiness? Can we talk about that a little bit? That like
I have trust issues.
Well, it's crazy because like, you know, when this is announced, the same thing happened with Kevin and stuff, right? Everybody kind of backtracks and like, wait, so at this point in time, this happened or what? So now everybody's backtracking like, wait, Evergreen tour. They're singing Evergreen. And she did, you know, like, oh.
And then her saying that she had to close her eyes when she's singing because it made her emotional. And then I look back at my pictures of them singing Evergreen and her eyes were closed.
Because she's like, oh, singing about a mother's love. And, oh, I get to experience that from the other side very soon. Like, that's too much. It's a lot. And I don't know. I'm glad because I feel like I think celebrities kind of get an unfair deal, like with people all up in their business, like throughout their entire pregnancy. And, that's got to be hard. But I also am like, wait a minute, she's due like soon and we missed the whole thing. And so it kind of feels like I wish we had more time to celebrate with her, but it'll be okay. I'm excited to see like the nursery, because I was like, oh, if she's setting that up, like it's close. So I'm very excited.
Should we do a virtual baby shower like we did for Hassan and Maheen?
We've talked about that in a couple of chats that I'm in, so I think it needs to be done.
I tweeted it and everyone seemed on board. But
yeah.
I think I might just need to get a party decorating group together. But there's also exciting news about another Penta baby, Kaya.
Miss Kaya, yeah.
1 year.
And yesterday was the 1-year anniversary of Kevin and Lee being like, yo, we had a child.
Insane.
Imagine if Kirstin did that.
Oh my gosh, right?
Here's my daughter.
Like, you carried a whole baby and we didn't even know about it. Yeah.
I would be furious.
Mm-hmm.
I would be furious. I don't think she could do it. I'm impressed that she kept the secret as long as she did. I'm impressed that Scott kept the secret as long as he did.
I'm floored that Scott kept the secret. I'm floored.
But also, Kaya has the coolest birthday ever.
Kaya does have the coolest birthday.
Time is flying by. It's just
I can't believe that it's been a year. Like, I mean, it's nuts. And I kind of forgot about it, and I actually saw Candace Alusila's post about happy birthday to my niece, and I was like, what? Like, she's 2 months old. How has it been a year? It's gone so fast. So
cute though, because like they're gonna be like just a little over a year apart.
I know.
Like,
it's such a good
playing together.
Yeah, my daughter and my niece are that far apart, and it's perfect. It's a perfect gap. So
that's me and my cousin.
Yeah, I think so I hope they treat each other like siblings or like cousins and get to see each other a lot.
Oh, I'm sure.
Get raised together, so that'll be really exciting.
Oh, just
Can you imagine be like, can we get some hand-me-downs for that? Can they imagine? I want to be in on that conversation of like, I've got some stuff that Kaya's outgrown. Do you want it? I would love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
The first, if if they ever do decide to at some point post some picture or something when they're older of both wearing like some matching outfit or something, it's just gonna be
I know, heartbreaker, because they're both gonna be stunning little ladies. Oh man, such sweet babies.
I'm excited.
I love it. Every time I think I'm over baby fever, then someone I love gets pregnant and I have to go through it all over again.
Well, and I think that kind of, I don't think there's any great way to say it. I'm just going to say it, y'all. People had questions, concerns, comments like the world does when decisions are made like this. But of course, we are still working, campaigning, working for that justice for Europe. We are
yeah, for sure.
Over to see them. But this is when live episodes make me nervous. But I'm just going to say that I think when that announcement came out and things like that happened, I think a few more people that had questions were kind of not that it not like we needed like a term paper, like here are the reasons why this decision was made.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Really sorry, but like
it is what it is.
We're lucky.
Yes.
We're very lucky that they do explain and help us understand things the way they do. But I think when the announcement with Kirstin was made, I think a few more people went,
oh, okay. Yeah. Because then she would be traveling at a not good time for that. So, yeah. I think, I mean, well, I absolutely understand the decision that they made there. I mean, I haven't been quiet over the years about how I wish they would be a little more forthcoming with some of their stuff, just in the sense of, I don't know, there's a rule book somewhere that says if you don't have an answer, don't say anything. And I hate that. I would much rather be told we're working on it, we're figuring it out, we don't know yet, but we'll tell you when we know it. I would rather hear something than nothing, because when there's nothing, speculation gets bred and gets wound up and rumors and stuff happen.
Go to bed.
So
Go to bed.
So I'm definitely on team less is not more when it comes to information like that. So I definitely understand, you know, feeling like this tour has been postponed a couple times already, and now you're going to tell me you don't have anything at all to say, and it's coming up very soon and no one said anything. I do understand the frustration behind that.
100%.
And
100%.
especially if it was like, you know, coupled with a pregnancy announcement that maybe she wasn't quite ready to give, you know, and it's like she wanted to be at a point where she felt comfortable announcing that and knew that she was going to have to probably say something after the tour announcement was made. So, you know, I think we have to kind of give extra grace in that. But I also know that if it was me, you know, sitting here waiting for the third year in a row to kind of get
100%
to miss out on a show that has been many, many, many years in coming. I think I understand the frustration.
Totally.
Like the
and like
initial
how many
frustration.
times can we be like, it's gonna be so worth it, the way it's gonna be worth it? Like,
yeah,
at some
I
point
know.
you're like, are you kidding? Like,
yeah,
100%.
but that's saying, you know, understand we've seen them a dozen times because we're closer and we get to. So I think we speak from a lot of privilege when we're like it'll be fine. Like
6
yeah.
years.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, but I think it's I don't know. I'm almost a little bit jealous in that the stuff that they're going to get to see once they finally get to see it is really going to be insane, because it's going to be like 3 years worth of, you know, original stuff that no one else has seen. And I have a feeling that they're going to tailor something really special for them. That's something that we can't get here. So.
Right. Yeah, it's hard to even imagine what that's going to look like, given there's just so much stuff that has been released since then. And
for real, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe there'll be some even more new stuff. Maybe a lullaby album that they were.
Ooh,
look at your little segue. Look at you segueing in.
Yeah, I think they were like talking about that, right? Or joking about that, a lullaby.
There was some kind of Q&A going on, and it might have been Lisa actually that asked the question about a lullaby album, since now we have 2 Penta babies to sing for, and how wonderful that would be. Since, I mean, we all know Light in the Hallway was, you know, an absolute banger of a lullaby. So, you know, if they could keep that tradition up for the new babies, how wonderful that would be. And I have to say, like, Kirstin's answer was like, well, and since we all want families someday, and that
she was such a tease. Watching it now, I literally am like, ma'am,
that went like right through my whole body. I was like, what? Like, imagining them all with babies made me very emotional. I was like, I gotta stop.
But think about it this way: Light in the Hallway was for originally like Landon, right?
Landon.
Only like nephew or baby in the group. Landon is 7.
Yeah.
And now there's Beckham.
Now we have Beckham. We have Archer.
Yeah. We have.
I'm blanking out. Yeah. So. I know.
Anyways, and like, yeah, she was such a tease. I'll never forgive her unless she sings She Used to Be Mine from Waitress, and then I might.
No, we're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go there. I don't know. I remember.
I would love that. I think that would be so cool.
Absolutely.
I feel like I can. I feel like she's done it, and I feel like it was either her or somebody was singing it and had like. No, it was Kurt. I'll find it.
Love it.
Yeah.
I think that would be amazing. Just also like Broadway playbill key. Throwing out like new EPs or things like that.
I would love some new EPs. I mean, if there's anything the pandemic has taught us, putting out content is very doable now in terms of like home recording. And I mean, they wrote a whole, they did put a whole EP out called At Home, like that was completely like it's pretty well completely done there. And so I think
when Bestie Productions did their first two, like Good Morning Quarantine and
yeah.
So I think, and baby Naomi.
You never know what they're up to. That's the thing.
True. It must be hard for anyone to kind of keep tabs or manage or like organize all the moving parts.
Yeah. Well, it's a good thing that they have some new management.
Do you like how I set you up for that, Hassan?
That was nice.
Hey,
that was nice.
Me and Hassan were like in sync with that one.
Wow.
Like the boy band in sync.
Like the band in sync. Yeah.
Wow.
So,
this is huge.
This is new management
stuff.
This is big.
Lisa, I hope you're still on this because I would love your input as well. Lisa, can you hear me?
I'm trying to. I realized that the article. I don't have the full. Let me try and find the full actual thing. There's a different way of. Yeah. Okay. Got it. Okay. There we go. So apparently, this article came out about a month ago, and it, Pentatonix formerly was managed. By the way, so I know some people get this mixed up. There's their management and then the record label. Two kind of things of the record label being, RCA. But their management was the management company, the MGMT company, formerly managed by Jonathan Coulter there. So it says that Pentatonix quietly joined the YM&U roster over 6 months ago with longtime day-to-day manager Sarah Bazuski, formerly at the MGMT company in Intel. So they are now at YM&U. I don't really know a lot about them, but I think I heard that don't they manage Five Sauce? I think
so. There's somebody else that.
I think I saw that. I saw that on Twitter, I think. And I was like, I saying it like looking to Kenna, like, is it true? I don't know.
Wait, will you say the name of it again? YMMO?
YM&U.
I know Five Sauce because Five Sauce was with Modest, and then they switched late last year. So
got it. I'm sure Lisa probably knows. So we'll see what she says in the
YM&U. Yeah. Yes.
They are. Okay. Got it.
So look, you might have a collab in the future, Kenna.
Honestly, I would be down. Five Sauce. They have made references to Pentatonix many times, and there is a selfie that exists of Scott and Ashton that
what am I doing?
What? It's the letter Y, the letter M, an ampersand, and U.
Wow.
Are you leaving now?
It's just why are all these companies a bunch of letters? MGMT, YM&U. Like it's just all letters.
It would be nice. I'm tired.
But so it's interesting because that article also said the group is currently working on new music, though with their current RCA Records deal set to expire in April after 8 years, it's uncertain who will release it. We are currently in discussions with a number of top labels, including RCA. So they may leave RCA Records. They may stay. We don't know. I guess it ends this month. So unless they renew the deal or not. But they're working on something new, it seems like. So I personally, I don't know whether or how much to attribute to their management or RCA or both. But I'm hoping for something fresh and new. I feel like, as we've kind of talked a little bit on this podcast of, especially with the lucky ones, I feel like it just was not promoted.
It wasn't
very much, and it's such a shame because we've been looking forward to that original album for so long, and then it just kind of
promo week.
Yeah, there wasn't really a promo week. It was it
was held on too long, and then when they dropped it, it wasn't promoted enough. So, and it's a shame because that's absolutely a banger of an album. So
it is.
I would just like to publicly state that Five Sauce is no longer with YMNU.
Oh,
okay.
They were with them from February to September.
Okay.
And Five Sauce now they're not with them.
In-house representative.
Okay.
There we go. So yeah, I hope that whatever comes of this is at least something bigger, something more. I mean, they talked about how like they want to like, you know, strategize with like touring, TV, film, scripted, unscripted TV projects, like trying to like branch out to different things or get out there more. So I'm all for that. You know, I'm kind of curious to see what it looks like.
I'm excited, and I think one of our first kind of like possible sneak peek, like Easter weekend, which is next, like 18th through the 20th or whatever. They're going to be doing that thing in the Bahamas.
Yeah, we should talk about that a little. I guess I don't know much about it because I just saw it and went, yeah, I can't go to that.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it wasn't a super amount of notice.
I think
honestly,
it's so fun. I love the Bahamas.
I think Catie's already in the Bahamas.
I think maybe. Bye. No, I saw that and I was like, that's like less than a month away, and it's in the Bahamas and it's Easter weekend. So I was like, that's a no for me. But
I would normally ask someone to cut out, but I just had to like mom for my dog for a minute.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited to see what's on the list, what they're gonna be doing. Where did it say? Nassau?
I think so.
Okay. Nassau's cool. Okay.
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Trying to think. So with that,
do we know anyone that's going? I heard there was, I don't know.
Do
we have any predictions for song choices? Come here.
Anyone in the chat going? Let us know. Yeah, I wonder. I mean, I hope they do stuff from, you know, like the Lucky Ones and things that we haven't really heard much of, so that if there is video footage, we get something.
Honestly, these ticket prices are pretty decent. You just have to get to the pub. Sorry, that's fine. Like super VIP is only like $260. That's pretty good.
All right, we got Hollywood Bowl.
Oh yeah, is that July?
Wait, are they?
Wasn't that July?
No, they're not going to Nassau. They're going to
Atlantis. Well,
okay. So, all right. Okay. So April 16th is a proceeds support for, oh, mercy, Blue Project Foundation. So that seems great. Paradise Island. Oh my gosh, the promo video for this is kind of legit. Like it has to, like, here. Can I drop it I'll drop it in the chat.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to say that. That made me feel really cool.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, definitely curious to see how all that turns out. But they've been up to some other things recently too, with the at the Grammys.
Oh yeah.
Which, first of all, the photos that came out.
Oh my gosh.
They
absolutely beautiful.
Down.
Absolutely beautiful.
Down.
And I know I'm biased, but I was like, did anyone else even go to that event. Like, I feel like there was way more
Wait,
press about them than any
can
other
I
one.
tell? Can I
Honestly, I didn't watch anything with the Grammys. All I saw was those pictures. So to me, that was the Grammys.
That was the Grammys. That's all you
Can I
need to
tell
know.
another
Yeah.
podcast exclusive from Catie? Guess who was there?
Who?
My sister.
Really?
So
At the Music Cares event?
Yeah. So she
Wow.
works with like one of the lawyers that
Oh,
helps like represent stuff like that. So she got to go to all of the like,
that's fun.
and I was like, this is the sister who has always been my annoying older sister, blah blah blah. And I texted her and was like, congrats, you're actually cool to me right now for the moment.
Wow.
Big praise.
Okay.
How cool. Like, I'm so glad they like went and Kirstin was showing off that baby bump and they all just look so happy.
It was a great dress. They sounded great. Got to honor Joni Mitchell, which, I mean, I feel like, I don't know, it's kind of naive of me to be like, well, they just did River. So surely they're going to do River at the thing. Right. And of course they didn't, but which just proves that they probably were like, hey, we could do the song we already know. And they're like, no, someone else is doing it. So they just had to put something else together.
Why would we do something we've already done? Honestly, let's be real. They're probably like, wait, how does that arrangement go?
Right. I know we recorded it, but I don't remember. No, but Catie, do you remember? Hassan and I were talking about this earlier, but we couldn't be sure. It was originally scheduled for a different date, right? And they moved it.
Yeah, they moved it.
Yeah.
And,
which is why Kevin couldn't attend.
I was gossiping with my sister about it, and I was like, "What's happening? This is not going to be great because Pentatonix is supposed to be in Europe at that time." And I was kind of like, "Oh, is this going to be able to work out?" And then, of course, things unfolded the way they did.
Yes.
So they were there, and it was originally scheduled. Me and Lisa actually had a little conversation too, but it was. I want to say early March. Lisa's gonna correct me. She'll actually know the date. But
oh, really?
Yeah, because we've talked about like, oh gosh, when did Lauren say it was? It was March 23rd because it was supposed to be my sister's birthday weekend. That's right. Because I'm February 23rd. She's March 23rd.
Okay.
And she was like, I'm gonna be in Vegas for my birthday, and I was like,
cool.
Right,
did you know? Do we know what happened? Why it was canceled or moved rather? Just some kind of drama.
I'll find out.
I mean, if it's meant to be like part of Grammys week, then it should be part of Grammys week and not, like 2 weeks
I know.
Before.
The Grammys were postponed.
Were they?
Yeah.
I'm not up to date with any of
this. I didn't know that, I guess.
Hold on. Zoe, relax. She doesn't like it when I get Grammys.
If Pentatonix is not nominated for a Grammy or anything,
honestly,
The
64th Grammy Awards has been postponed due to the nationwide spike in COVID-19.
Okay.
Omicron.
That does make sense because it usually is earlier in the year. So actually, that does make sense.
Am I smart? Am I like a fact checker? I did that.
You're doing good. That actually worked out really well because, sorry, I'm having a BTS moment right now because they only barely got to perform.
Talk to us. Now it's time for our new segment of the podcast. It's our new. Give us all the updates because I know
all the updates with BTS.
We were screaming about how amazing they looked. They made us proud.
They look great. They performed amazingly, and it was. I mean, it's a testament to their hard work and preparation anyway, that they had been putting together that performance for a month. He said that they've been working on new choreography for the dance break. And there's like lasers and dancing and like lowering from the ceiling and all this really insane stuff. And then about 2 weeks before, one of the members had a tendon injury in his hand and had to have surgery. And then two members, the last two that had not already been through COVID, got COVID like the week and a half before, and had to like cross their fingers and pray during quarantine that they could get released to go. Because so Jungkook, like, he tested negative to get on the plane and then was feeling not great on the flight, and they tested him when he landed in America and he was positive, so he immediately had to go into quarantine after that. The other member was aware of being sick before they could fly, so he ended up having to quarantine in Korea and then come to America like the day before the Grammys. So during that time, when they were unsure about it, they had to change the choreography from 7 down to 4. And they were like, I really hope that the other 2 guys can show up because this doesn't look as great. So it ended up they were able to dance with 6 and then have the injured member off to the side and like join at the end. And it worked out. But they said they only had one rehearsal where all 7 of them were back together.
That gives me
which is
chills.
Insane. I mean, so to look at that, you would never know it. Like, just proves how much,
you
like, how hard they were.
Been working on that for like a year.
Yeah. So
wow.
So if the Grammys had not been postponed, then they probably wouldn't have been able to perform because they would have had 3 members out. So they probably wouldn't have even been able to come to America at that point. So, but yeah, that's my BTS interlude for the day.
Nice. Respect for those guys.
Are we happy with how the Grammys went for BTS?
I'm very unhappy that they didn't win it, but they performed well and seemed to be, for the most part, like, taken seriously, and they enjoyed their time. And they kind of, the joke is that theater that the Grammys were held in is going to be their overflow theater for their concerts this weekend. Oh. So they're performing at the Allegiant, and then the overflow of those people are going to be in the Grammy venue.
So who's got the last laugh?
So does BTS need a Grammy, or does the Grammys need BTS? That's kind of how I feel about that. So
you said it.
Mic drop.
Maybe Mike dropped it.
Literally, what else can be said?
Well, I mean, it's one of those things where they've been on every single Grammy promotion for the last 3 months. Oh, BTS is coming. BTS is going to perform. BTS is coming. BTS is nominated. And then the category that they're in used to be part of the main show. And then 2 years ago, they moved it to be part of the pre-show, I guess, or last year it was part of the pre-show, because the pre-show, nobody watches the pre-show. But because that category was in the pre-show, they had a huge spike because all of ARMY was watching it. And they were like, oh, that's really cool. And so then this year, because they're performing solo, they moved the category back to the main show and put it at the end of the main show. And their performance was toward the beginning. So everything was pointing toward they won it. And they sat them at the front. They're in the front. And that's to get their reactions to everything. And it's they're going to win it this year. They're going to win it. And then they didn't. And it was you 100% just used us for clout and views again. So, yeah.
Why am I feeling like that happened to another really, really I feel like this is not the first time the Grammys has done this, right?
No, not at all.
Wouldn't surprise me.
You know who it was? Ariana Grande.
Oh, well. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, does
not surprise me.
We've spilled the tea.
Yeah. Right. We've been calling them the scammies for a while now, which I feel kind of bad about, but it's kind of true. Their ratings were flagging, and then they're doing whatever they can to bring them back up. And I just feel it's frustrating when you see groups that probably deserve it more.
Yeah.
And artists that probably deserve it more. And I don't know. Overall, though, that particular event was a little better. It was less formal and stuffy feeling. And I thought it was, I don't usually like award shows, and it actually was better than most.
Okay.
But, I thought Trevor Noah was the host, and he kept it casual and funny without being too corny. And they didn't make the presenters do a lot of talking. I hate when they come up there and they feel like they have to
Do
make a joke
skit.
or whatever. Like, do you
Yeah.
have to do a skit? Just read the names. Let's go. So, yeah, I think it felt like it moved quickly. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Wait, hold on. No. Wait, hold on. Y'all?
Oh, wait. I hear that.
Yeah,
Play it back.
I was genuinely like, where's their
Katie and I
ghost?
are
We're gonna sing again. Hey, guess what? Hassan's gonna be really proud. I have a game.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
And especially, I think it's gonna be great since we've got people actually watching. That's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
We're going. Oh, you disabled screen share, Hassan?
Oh, let me fix that. All
I mean,
participants. There we go.
If you know, and I understand why you did that, but you can.
As long as we're not sharing anything copyright music related, then we're all good.
Nope.
She's like,
My YouTube channel gets like taken down.
maybe. Yeah, let's not.
No, I would never with y'all.
Let's not do that.
I wouldn't abuse.
Speaking of which, I finally caught up on the like 9 pentatonic reactions I had to do, but I can't upload it because it's
wow.
First of all, this was the announcement.
Oh wow!
I know. I told you it was cool, right?
That looks fancy.
So like, okay.
Ooh.
Anyways, friends, we are going to play. Not this song. This song. No.
Can I talk about how I love how you have all your IXL and 3rd grade stuff in your tabs? I love you.
Thanks.
She's a teacher, folks. She's a teacher.
We're gonna play. What Pentatonix member are you?
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. Like a little quizzy.
Yeah, it's a little quiz,
Okay.
and I thought I would do this for you, both of you.
Okay.
Do you have a link, and are you able to like put that in the chat so if people want to do it as we go along, they can like tell us in the chat who they
for some reason I'm struggling to put it in the chat, but can I put it in our
Oh yeah. Yeah, if you put it in this thing, I can put it in there. Yes, this is the new thing about the games that'll be fun is, well, one, it's not really like there's no like winner picks an outro thing because we won't have, there's no like music with copyright stuff, but
yeah,
instead
we can now play games with everyone playing along too, which makes it fun.
Okay. Do we want to do member or do we want to do song?
Oh.
I'll let you choose if you want to do member, if you want to do song, but I'll do a quiz with both of you.
I kind of want to do song.
Yeah, let's.
Did you want to say member?
No, I would say that's fine, and then next time we can do the other one.
Yeah.
Love it. Hassan, are you proud of me? I came prepared and you didn't even know.
I didn't. I was going to go to the segment and say, well, we don't have a song today. But
honestly,
next time,
I was like, why are you
today?
introducing this section? We don't have anything. So I'm very proud.
I'm a professional, and that means I'm on the spot doing this. But of course, it's not good. Why are you being rude and making me? This is what was happening earlier.
Katie, in this light,
why are you doing
like
that?
Blake Lively. Can I just say that?
What?
In this light, you're giving me like Blake Lively. You look really pretty.
That is.
I just want to say that.
So nice. Thank you.
Just saying.
I'm gonna say shout out to some other people in the chat while you're doing that as well. Josh Horn, Kate in Canada, Ranger Rider Reviews. Who else popped in from before? I think I saw Patrol Gaming, Ben Vang. I think that's most everyone that popped in.
You know how frustrating, like everyone can now visualize how frustrating this is. You know what? Yep. Why is this happening? Like, why is this happening? I did put it in the chat if somebody else wants to share their screen and do it.
What's happening?
Which chat?
Our
okay.
DM.
Got it.
Our Twitter DM.
Okay. Let me post in there in the chat, and then I will open it up. Okay, let's see. Share my screen. Boom. Okay.
Oh. Favorite color.
Oh, favorite color. So how are we doing this? Are we all doing this like together?
Why don't you go first and then we'll come back and do mine? How about that? Okay.
Yeah, like one at a time.
That works. So blue is.
Wait, okay, all right. So because we need to have a winner, right?
Okay.
So whoever is able to accurately predict their song.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. So I gotta think about what song am I.
I mean, I'm just gonna manifest On My Way Home because that song just means a lot, and we're just gonna see what happens.
All right.
So blue's my favorite color. Do I like cosplay? If so, what type? Aliens.
Quick cut
stuff,
to Hassan in a red Power Ranger outfit at Pentatonix.
Yeah, is that cosplay as like aliens? Or I mean, it's cool stuff, I guess. So yeah, I guess we'll do that one. What type of songs do you like? Oh, so we got some mash. I bet this is what's gonna like split up the the songs, break songs in different long gauges.
Languages, yeah.
But kind of different. Wait, what does that mean? Same as one, but kind of different.
Same as number one, so a bunch of different songs
and a bunch of different songs.
Great song, but different.
Oh,
Crazy Taco 3. What is this quiz?
I'm just gonna, I like the mashups. I like the mashups.
Yeah, you're a mashup person.
What's your style? Chic and perfect, kind of doll-like, crazy cool, weird and unique, black and white, dark style, I guess all the above. It's a good question. I don't know if it's I guess weird and unique. We're gonna go with it.
Okay.
Who's your favorite PTX member? Oh, how are you gonna make me pick?
Oh wow!
And what is this blasphemy?
This is old. If it's obvious, this is old.
And Kirstin's not. What? How can you do this without?
That's awesome.
Wait, I want to see the choice. Wait.
This is great.
Oh my gosh.
Wait.
Look, I hate picking.
You do know that it says all of them, right?
Yeah, you're gonna have to say that.
Yeah, I mean, how can you pick otherwise, right? Like,
and that includes Matt and Kirstin.
Yeah. Let fate decide.
Ooh. We're gonna go over here.
That is literally the polar opposite of the one I would have picked.
That's funny.
Okay, I'll take it.
Okay.
Right. There we go.
Okay, you know what? I feel like, Hassan, you were kind of our guinea pig with this because now we kind of know the like era that this quiz was created in. So like,
true.
For sure.
I'm gonna say that probably original album and
yeah, because I was gonna say.
Like,
oh, actually, wait. Is this when it was created? March 3rd, 2015?
Oh,
because if that's the case, then we're not even at original album.
No, we're not.
Cow.
No. Love
so
that.
I was gonna say On My Way Home could have been valid.
Okay.
I was gonna say Happy Now, but now I'm gonna have to go way back.
So who wants to go next? Are we doing Karen or Catie?
Yeah, go Karen.
I'm okay. One moment.
Oh, I just realized I forgot that we're like live. Guys, this is what I do by the end of the podcast. I'm like in bed, ready to go to bed.
Yeah, she's fully in bed now. I'm gonna go.
Stay tuned. I can wash my face with you if you want, because that's also a thing that
That's the best. You'll feel like you're drowning. It's pretty awesome.
Shut up! Kenna, did you just hear what she said? Because Kenneth says the same thing. I'm like, I washed my makeup off. Are you proud of me? She's like, I know. I knew you were in the bathroom because I could see the water everywhere. And I was like,
yes. Katie likes to drown the counter. It's pretty awesome.
It's my New Year's resolution that after it was pointed out to me so nicely by everyone in California, I very much try my hardest to act like I'm one of those like models for face wash where I'm like, I literally go like this now.
I love you very much. Okay. Lala Latch. That's the song I'm picking.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I will. Okay.
Okay. I know it's going back. Okay. My favorite color. I don't really like color. What kind of answers are these? I'm going to go with the chic colors, pink, gray, black, and glitter. Do I like cosplay? If so, let's say the only cosplay I've ever like paid much attention to is like My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. So I'm gonna go with doll looking cosplay, I guess.
Yeah.
Kind of cute. What do I like? Me personally, I'm a heartbreak songs girl, so sorry. My style. Black and white.
Okay.
That's just out of boredom. Like all of them. Don't make me choose, please. And the last little
this one here.
Semicolon
I think
3.
this is like legit the one that chooses what it is.
There you go.
This one right here.
Evolution of music. Wait, you didn't even pick a mashup and you got Evolution of Music.
Wow.
Okay.
That's exciting. That's a good one. That's the first one for a lot of people.
Yeah, it was. I think it was the first one I heard. Hey, question, Karen, can you start this quiz over and for me? Do it for me? Because it's not opening on my link, remember?
Yeah.
Do this. All right, so my prediction is no place or rather be.
Oh, rather be. Okay.
Yep. All right, so rather be is my prediction. All right. I am going to go with chic colors, pink, gray, black, and glitter.
Mm-hmm.
Doll looking cosplay, duh. What type of songs? Heartbreak. I'm a hopeless romantic.
You're kidding. You're pretty chic and perfect, Katie. I don't know.
I'll go with that one. All of them, obviously. Okay. So, all right, put your arrow in one. Yep. Okay, go to the bot, like go down one. That's my friend.
The one.
Yep. Right,
okay.
Here we go.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So here's my question, because I
That's
did
really close,
brainstorm
actually.
what would happen if none of us were able to accurately predict. Did anyone guess? Well, for Karen,
you got the
like
same album, Katie.
Of music. What? Yeah, that's exactly
you got the
where
same
I was
album.
going. But it's not like Evolution of Music isn't on an album, so like that wouldn't really be fair for you to like. You know what I'm saying?
But timing wise, it was too early. I don't know.
Somebody in the chat did the quiz. They got La La Latch.
You missed.
What? So there is a way to get that. That's the one I wanted to get.
Hold on, Karen. Can I miss? Oh, I said if you're lucky, because I said by the end of the podcast I'm like in bed like this, and I said if you're lucky, you'll venture with me to go wash my face. And Karen goes, "It's a great experience. You feel like you've drowned it, like drowned." And I said, "Kenneth says the same thing."
Yeah.
Apparently, Kidda fell asleep because we're that
Yeah.
entertaining.
I'm running on Twitter.
We're thrilling. Listen, we're gonna wrap it up. It's fine.
Well, I think at this point,
We're
because
getting
we
there.
don't technically need somebody to pick outro songs and all that, I think we're all winners or all losers, however you want to take it.
Yeah.
But honestly, none of us guessed the true real hero song that is the best Pentatonix song of all times, which is
Water.
Can it just say Christopher in person? True. New Year's Day.
I was like, is this a segue into something that I'm
but
missing?
we
No.
you have it on record that the debate was won that New Year's Day is the
I would
song.
agree.
I will concede because it is also excellent, but it's not right, but it's excellent. It's okay. Yeah.
Okay.
It gives
we can actually do polls in the chat and stuff too. I've never
We
actually done
should.
that before.
We've done
but that's
this
something we
poll
can-
we have done that
Hassan.
poll. I need to
We've done that poll, and that's why I stand victorious.
log in under all my
there's
other
been a bunch
Twitter
of new
accounts.
songs since then too. So I wonder if the crown
That's
has been
true.
taken
We do
over
need
by
to-
something else. I don't know.
We do need to just pose an open question, and then we can do polls based off of what we receive, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Kate says you're all winners to beat. Thank you,
Kate, you're the
Thanks.
winner.
You're a real one, Kate. She's
And,
always there for us.
I'm
On
the
that
teacher
note,
winner. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I want to say on that note, I think that pretty much wraps up what we
That's
have
it.
for
Wow.
this week. So hopefully y'all enjoyed this live format. It's going to take a little bit of us kind of getting used to the flow of it all, but I had fun. I
wait.
thought it
Oh no,
What's wrong?
Hassan, I wasn't recording.
Okay, good night.
all right. Anyways, bye.
That's
man.
happened before, legit.
It has happened before where we've been at the
He,
end
like-
and then realized, oh, we're gonna have to recreate this whole thing.
Yeah.
And the second time through, we were like, "Oh wow, what
I know,
a
we're
cool
just like-
experience!"
Like,
At
we
least
sound
now,
bored
if we're
talking
doing
about
this
yeah.
and there's nobody in the chat saying anything, we should be like, hello? Is anyone out there? Is this being broadcast? At least you all know, you all are keeping us in check in the chat. So
That's true. Thank you
Well-
guys for being here. That's really awesome.
Seriously, thank you.
Yeah. That's super, super cool. And we love hearing from all of you. So now we want to give our social media handles as well in case you want to reach out to us. Katie and Karen, where can people find you online?
I am Kat Hancock on Twitter, and I am C Hancock 223 on Instagram.
And I am that Karen girl on Twitter, which is at KPICK81 and KLPickens81 on Instagram.
And I'm on Twitter at HassanAhmed120. That's HassanAhmed120. And on YouTube at youtube.com/theworldof.
Ha!
You can also find the podcast at that'sptxtome.com. We're on Twitter and Instagram at that'sptxtome. And you can email us at that'sptxtome@gmail.com. Thank you all. As always, we love you. Take care.
What?
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.